The Mouse Who Forgot Himself. Once, in a dense green forest nestled between two mountains, there lived a little mouse. He was like any other mouse, small, curious, and always on the move, sniffing and searching for bits of food. One fine morning, while he was roaming freely near a bush nibbling on a fallen fruit, he heard a sudden rustle in the grass. Before he could react, a cat sprang out from the shrubs, its eyes gleaming and tail swishing with hunger. The mouse's tiny heart pounded with fear. He squeaked and bolted, the cat just inches behind. It was a desperate chase, the mouse darting under roots and jumping over pebbles, the cat quick and agile, closing in. As fate would have it, the mouse spotted a small cave nearby and rushed into it, barely escaping the cat's sharp claws. Inside the cave, everything was calm and cool. In the dim light, the mouse saw an old saint sitting cross-legged, his eyes closed in deep meditation. The saint had a long white beard, a peaceful face, and a glowing aura that calmed even the most frightened hearts. The mouse, still trembling, approached him slowly. The saint opened his eyes and looked down at the quivering creature. "What troubles you, little one?" he asked gently. The mouse squeaked and explained how a cat had tried to eat him, how he had narrowly escaped with his life. The saint smiled kindly. "Do not fear, I shall help you." He raised his hand, murmured a few words, and in an instant, the mouse was transformed into a sleek and confident cat. The mouse-turned-cat was overjoyed. He ran outside, free from fear, no longer prey but predator. Days passed, and he enjoyed his new life, catching mice, roaming rooftops, and walking with pride. But peace is often short-lived. One day, while basking in the sun, he heard loud barking. Before he could react, a ferocious dog lunged at him. The new cat ran, his heart once again filled with terror. He dashed back to the same cave. "Help me again, O saint," he cried. "A dog is after me." The saint nodded with compassion and turned him into a strong and muscular dog. Now as a dog, he roamed the forest fearlessly. He barked at other animals and enjoyed his strength. But again, fate had its plan. One evening, while walking near the river, he heard a roar. A mighty tiger was stalking him. The dog ran, heart racing, back to the cave. The saint, still patient and kind, turned him into a majestic lion, king of the jungle. With a powerful mane, sharp claws, and a deep roar, he ruled the forest. All feared him. Years passed, and the lion grew proud. He believed there was nothing left to fear. Until one day, he saw a human hunter pointing a bow at him. Panicked once more, he ran to the only place that had ever saved him, the saint's cave. This time, the saint transformed him into a human man. "You are now the most powerful creature of all," the saint said. "Use your strength wisely." As a human, the former mouse was amazed by his new form. He learned to speak, walk upright, and explore the world. He built a home, wore fine clothes, and people admired him. He felt proud and powerful. Soon he began thinking of marrying. One day, he saw a mouse scurrying across his room. For some reason, he couldn't stop staring at it. A strange feeling stirred inside him, a memory long buried. He suddenly remembered everything: his past as a mouse, the cat, the dog, the lion, the transformations. A chill went down his spine. "What if someone finds out I was once a mouse?" he thought. "What if the saint tells people? What if he turns me back?" The fear grew like poison in his mind. "Only the saint knows my secret," he realized. "If he is gone, no one will ever know." And so, blinded by fear and arrogance, he decided to kill the saint. He took a sharp knife and went to the cave one last time, his heart cold with dark intent. But the saint, who had always known the hearts of all creatures, saw the man approaching and read his thoughts. With deep sorrow, he raised his hand once more. "You have forgotten your origin," the saint said. "You were once humble and afraid, but I gave you strength. Now you use that strength to destroy the hand that helped you." With that, he spoke a single word, and instantly, the man was turned back into a tiny mouse. The knife clattered to the ground. The mouse looked around, confused, then ashamed. Tears welled in his eyes as he scurried away into the forest, his dreams of power turned to dust. The moral of the story. No matter how powerful you become, never forget your roots. Arrogance and ingratitude can turn even the greatest blessings into curses.